Hey, we're live. We are live. Yes, guys, welcome back. Thank you to, first of all, to Rio for coming through. Guys, today we want to talk all things like men's lifestyle, dating, like madness, demon time. Maybe, I mean, it depends how much you want to, depends how much you want to say. Depends how much you want to say. Obviously, first of all, obviously we've been chatting like in the car beforehand. Just let the people know who you are, you know what I'm saying, how old you are, if you want to say that, you know, what the vibe is right now in your life.
Well,
yeah, man.
I'm Rio. I am currently 23 years old. I'm a uni student, so I go to the University of Plymouth.
Plymouth?
Yeah, quite out there.
Far from here.
Far from home, not much diversity, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So
lot of snow bunnies,
But yeah, man, that's what I'm on. I do music, I work out, and I'm all about, you know, bettering myself, bettering my family, bettering my lifestyle. That's just it, really.
I didn't even ask you, fam. Like, what are you studying at Plymouth at the moment?
Right now, I study dental hygiene and therapy.
Dental hygiene.
Yeah, dental hygiene.
Okay, so that's why your teeth are like that. that makes sense, bro.
Yeah, fam, I had to
okay.
the teeth, bro.
Right. Wait, why dental hygiene? Like,
so I was a dental nurse beforehand. So
okay.
like, long story short, I went to uni first time.
Yeah.
Did law.
Okay.
Hated it.
Yeah.
Dropped out.
Just bare stuff to memorize, bare stuff to...
Just reading.
Yeah.
And reading. Just reading 24/7. I'm tired of that.
Really?
Yeah, man. But I like working with my hands. I like practical stuff.
Yeah.
So
nah, same.
Dropped out. Became a dental nurse. Did an apprenticeship.
Okay.
Doing that, and then from the apprenticeship went to uni to do hygiene and therapy. So far, it's going well.
Yeah. Just something you're enjoying it.
Yeah, honestly, man.
Bro, I hear that. Sometimes, do you know what I think? At this age, do you know what I'm saying? I think sometimes like us guys, everyone's trying to figure out what they want in it. And sometimes I think we don't. I guess like, let's say parents more time, and especially coming from like, I guess like black parents and that background, like they don't encourage us to kind of just try stuff in it.
Yeah,
because it's understandable, because obviously like where they come from, especially because they almost had no choice but to just work, and do you know what I mean?
Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. When I dropped out of uni, it wasn't. I know I'm just saying it like I dropped out of uni. It wasn't that easy.
It
wasn't that easy. It was a struggle, bro.
Yeah. What in what way? Like
in terms of like parents, family, expectations.
Expectations are high, fam. The bar has been set to the ceiling, to heaven, to the world and back. Oh my days. All right, well, appreciate you obviously giving.
For having me, bro.
Yeah, man. And obviously, first of all, it was even you that like suggested this as well. Yeah. And like we could have done this time ago. I was trying to set up and everything, but eventually, glad you actually came through. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So obviously, one thing that we obviously talked a little bit about it in the car already. Like, obviously you're at uni. We know uni life. We know how it can be. By the way, I've never gone to uni. I've been to uni motives. I've been to Freshers Week before. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Put it that way. I've been to Freshers Week, innit? I've been there. I went to, this was in, I don't know if I should even mention the uni. Yeah, let me not mention the uni. But it's up north. Let me just say that. It's up north, okay? North of England. Yeah, so but so obviously, you know what I'm saying, like there's girls at uni, you know what I'm saying? Girls are obviously, you know, preying you, you know. Obviously you go gym, you're in shape as well. Wait, how tall are you, by the way, as well?
5'11".
5'11". See what I'm saying? This guy's almost touching on a bad day. This guy's almost touching 6 foot. So obviously girls are gonna notice you, fam. So like, what's the vibe with that right now? Like, are you more of a relationship kind of guy, like, or are you like more like kind of just playing the field, just, you know what I mean? Or
I feel like for the longest time, beforehand, obviously 23, I say longest time, that man's bare old, but like.
No, I feel you, like
last like couple years or so, I was in like nearly like relationships. I went from that. I was very like, you know, I don't know, maybe it's like the African mentality and you just think, yeah, get a wife, get a blah blah blah, settle down, blah blah. But they don't. It's not realistic, innit?
Yeah.
You have to date. You have to meet people. You have to know what you don't like and know what you like in order to achieve what you want, innit?
Do you know what? I'm the same, and I kind of wrestle with that idea in it because it's like how if you don't date around, right? If you don't like kind of taste different flavors, how do you know what you like? How do you know like what's gonna be right for you? Because a lot of the time it's like, and I guess maybe coming from a Christian background as well, it's like you get with one girl, you marry her, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? And
reality is not the same.
Yeah, it's like I don't really know. So okay, so you prefer being in like one at a time?
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Okay.
I won't go out there and be like, man's a player, but I would not lie to myself.
But you could be though, innit?
Hey,
look at it. Or not.
I don't know.
Or you just prefer not to.
No. To be fair, like right now, I've just been going on this journey where I'm like, stay single for a little bit.
I hear that.
Learn yourself, understand how you are as a person before you get into a relationship, because you're gonna mess with her feelings, you're gonna mess with your feelings.
Nah, it's true.
You know? So like,
I'm trying to do that myself. Being the way, because I'll be real. Because one thing I've noticed that, and I didn't believe it until like it actually happened to me. So I listen to a lot of other guys like men's lifestyle content, and one thing they always say that, in a nutshell, girls love clout. They love it. Like I didn't realize it until I experienced. So obviously on my other TikTok, you know, I've been on 300k for a minute now.
yeah.
And I kid you not, girls will be down like, bro, to link up when you barely like chat to them. When you like literally, they'll be down to like do like chill, go dates, like
do whatever.
And I'm like, huh? Because I remember when I didn't have clout. These same girls, for real, they won't look my way. Literally, they won't look unless. And the only reason they'll even like maybe chat to me is because let's say maybe I'll go gym and do you know what I mean, like I'm taking care of my body or something. But even then, I'd say back let's say back with like secondary school, college, I didn't really have game like that, innit? So until I kind of like started approaching girls more and more, and then obviously now clout came in the picture, it almost like doubles your chances or like times 5 like your chances of like getting girls, innit? That's something I learned anyway. Bro, I've got receipts.
But you know what it is though, being like you know, kicking ball, stuff like that. Do you know? Yeah,
and sorry to cut you, and I'm 5'6" by the way. So yeah, so true, it's a real thing. Listen, I'm not mad at the game.
True.
But girls like what they like, innit? But sorry, go on.
No, I'm just saying like being in football and stuff like that and playing for like certain teams and stuff. Like, did you not ever get?
Not like that. Like, not really, because do you know what? When I played before, obviously we played, was it innit? Yeah, we played at Catherine. Before that, I was at Corby, and not really like that. Like, I mean, girls in the area probably would have heard of me because of like other guys as well, and he plays football. But like, girls don't really like in me like that. Do you know what I mean? I'd say the difference between that and like, let's say, social media clout is because when you have clout on social media, like the numbers are there. You see what I'm saying? Like the numbers are there, like the comments are there, like they can see, oh wow, this guy, people like him, people fuck with him, so he must be that guy. You see what I'm saying? So like it's right in front of their eyes. Whereas if I'm a baller, obviously it depends as where you're playing, innit? I guess like, listen, if you're playing Premier League,
bro, anything.
Fam, anything, fam. Pick. Like, you see what I'm saying? So I think that comes into it as well. But like, kind of segueing on from that. So, in like with girls and stuff, like, what's something that you learned, obviously, that from women, you know, growing up so far, that has impacted your life the most? Could be anything. Could be positive. Could be negative.
Women are evil. They're all evil. They're all demons.
Oh my
She run
god!
away.
I can't even lie. I got a story about that.
Run away. As fast as. No, I'm joking.
I got a story about that still, but yeah.
Now, go with your story, and I'll break down my actual answer after.
The thing is, I don't wanna say too much.
Okay, cool.
Because
Cool.
it's actually, I can't lie. It's actually a serious thing in it. Yeah. Put it this way. We're gonna talk about this a little bit later, but put it this way: Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, those situations actually happen more than people think.
Swear.
I genuinely, I believe that. Yeah. That's all I'll say for now, innit?
Okay.
That's all I'll say for now.
Cool.
So.
Now,
Yeah.
my actual answer, in terms of what I've learned from women, or I would say about women, is that, I feel like as guys, or so-called, especially being African, we have this leader of the household mentality.
No cap.
Or head of the household mentality.
No cap.
And that comes with a certain sort of pressure. Bro, something I've learned from just dealing with women day to day, even like my own mum, speaking to people like at uni or at work, all that stuff. They feel the same exact pressure we do, bro.
Well, like other guys.
No,
the
girls.
The girls.
They feel the same
Really?
exact amount of pressure. It's just in a different aspect.
Yeah.
They have to, like, the same way we have to provide in certain areas, they have to provide in certain areas. And that pressure is, it's hard, bro. It's tough. It's tough. And it's like, I feel like more time it's just neglected. It's more like, oh, you're a girl, look pretty, move on. I'm like, bro, these are human beings. They have feelings. They have aspirations. They have goals. I mean, maybe when I was younger, I just didn't have that mindset. It's just like, oh my God, girls, you get excited. You know?
That's interesting, and not a lot of people talk about it in that sense. Do you know what it is? I think because right now, I'm so in like men's lifestyle content. I hear a lot of like what guys go through, but then it's also very important to, as you say, like consider like how I guess life comes with its pressures for girls as well.
True.
Yeah, that's because honestly, I thought like that. I thought to myself, well, fam, as a girl, I mean, obviously they have their struggles, but I thought, yeah, like, listen, just look pretty and do you know what I mean? And you're nice. You're nice.
It's not really like that. It's not really like that. Imagine having to rely on a man for absolutely everything, 24/7. Imagine that guy just decides tomorrow he wants to cut. It's mental, isn't it? It's mental, but
Hey, niggas get shot every day. No, I'm joking. Nah, I feel you on that. And I've listened to other podcasts, and a lot of women that jump on those podcasts, they say the same thing. That's the reason why, and actually I'll ask you this as well. That's the reason why you kind of have a lot of like, you see this whole like independent women type thing, because like really it's out of fear, innit? It's out of fear because they don't want to rely on a guy, and then I don't know, 10 years later he's like, oh, like peace, like, do you know what I mean? And then now it's like, damn, so how am I gonna eat? You know what I'm saying? What's your kind of opinion on like the whole like independent women thing? Like, would you rather like a woman that is independent or a woman that kind of relies on you a little bit, here and there for the most part, but maybe still has her own thing, maybe like a little side job, but she's more relying on you, And we're not just talking financial, like it could, do you know what I mean? Like,
and that's what I thought straight away. I thought like, if it's financially, if it's like ritually, if it's like, there's so many aspects to it, innit? But I feel like deep down inside, everyone wants to be wanted in some way, or some form. So if you're saying to rely on me, 100%, the same way it'd be vice versa. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I want her to rely on me. I want her to rely on. Do you understand? Like
I don't want my girl to rely on me too.
100%.
I don't mind. Like,
if she's like, babe, I don't have bread today. You know what I mean? Like, you need to be able to. There you go.
Yeah.
You know?
Even if it's like, bro, even if it's like like going to flipping, if she wants to get her nails done or something, it's just like, I just use whatever's on there, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
You don't have to think about it.
It feels good. It feels
It
good.
feels good.
It does. Yeah.
It feels good.
I'd say, do you know what, something I've learned from women that impacted me the most is what I learned is that, and this is for everyone, to be honest, like, but I'll just say it, like, actions speak louder, innit? Actions always speak louder. So one thing I noticed is that girls will say one thing most of the time, but they'll always mean something else, or they'll always go, not always actually, but they'll go and do something else. So perfect example, right? Girls will say, you might have heard this, they'll say, oh yeah, I like nice guys, I like a guy who's nice. You see what I'm saying? You already know.
Keep lying to yourself.
You already know. So they'll say they're like a nice guy, whatever. And by the way, I have been that nice guy. I have been the guy flipping, chatting to this girl for 4 hours while she's probably sitting next to some, you know. And I've also been the other guy, you know. I've also been the guy literally laying next to a girl, and some guy is calling her whilst I'm like getting ready to dig her out, man. So, long story short, something I learned is that it's important. Listen, if you're gonna date a girl, like, man, if you're gonna, you know, take a girl seriously, like, it's important to, like, actually, like, kind of vet her, innit, like, see what she's about, like, really take time to understand, like, who she is, because, you know, she'll say one thing, but it's like, okay, but then why did you do that then? So how did how did you come to this? And I'm not even saying it from a standpoint of like, oh, she just made a mistake, because I've spoken to girls, by the way, I always say this on the podcast, I used to work in retail. Retail is women dominated most of the time. Like, I've been the only guy there in a team full of 10 women everywhere. So I literally hear these women, how they speak, and I'm like, I'm talking to one girl at work, and she's like, yeah, I went back to my ex like 5 times. I'm like, what? I'm like,
why do this, bro?
But I thought he was so bad. I thought he was so toxic. Why did you? Obviously, I didn't say this out loud, but in my head, I'm like, okay, that makes. You see what I'm saying? So it's important to, if you're gonna. I always say to guys, don't get frustrated with women, even though it's easier said than done, innit? But seek to understand them, because, bro, there's a reason why they do what they do, and when you understand how they move, bro, you can. I want to use a better word than this, but you can play your cards right, so then you're actually benefiting her as well. If you want a relationship, do you know what I mean? If that's what you want, listen. If you're just trying to hit, hey, I mean,
it's a whole different.
Do you know what I mean? That's slightly different, but you know, we move. So yeah, that's something that I learned the most. You got anything to, you know,
in terms of
add to that?
Actions speak louder than words, 110%. Like, especially like I said, being in like relationships and stuff like that previously, you learn, you come to learn and understand your partner a bit more. The more time you spend with them, the more time you're around them, the more things that you do. You see them in like different environments, you know, when they're angry, when they're happy, when they're sad, that sort of thing. And then you notice she might be like, oh yeah, I never get angry. Yeah, no. When I'm upset, I don't move mad. I don't. But then you put them in an environment where they, like, let's say we've got mini golf and you lost the game and you don't know how to behave and you're moving back. It's true. So you gotta. You gotta.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
do you know what? Do you know what I realized? A girl will say all these things, like, if she really likes you, right? She'll say all these things to kind of disqualify the fact that she's not like toxic, that she's not crazy. But like you said, it takes one situation for you to see the realness. Do you know what? I posted a video on my story actually, and I said one way to know if this girl's wifey material is see how she treats other people that don't benefit her. So like, you see, go to a restaurant, right? And for example, a waiter or waitress, that person does not like benefit her in any way. Like all they're doing is serving food. You see what I'm saying? So how does she treat people like average, common people? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then how does she also treat people that don't agree with her when it comes to certain things? So let's say exactly. So let's say you and the man, the girls, like you're at a motive, everyone's chilling, vibing, and whatever. You're all talking, whatever, and someone disagrees with her respectfully. Someone disagrees with her. How does she treat that person? See what I'm saying? Because really and truly, you and your girl are not gonna agree all the time.
Never. More time. It's like, you know that thing where it's like opposites attract, and so more time you're gonna disagree with a lot more topics than you actually think you are, unless you're fooling yourself and you're just trying to play into the game and be like, I just want anything she says, yes.
Exactly. If you're a yes man, exactly. So it's like exactly, and so that's how she's gonna treat you.
True.
Do you know what I mean? That's how she's gonna treat you. So that's one thing that came to my mind. I guess what's one thing that you kind of look out for? If not that, like, is there anything else that you kind of look out for?
In terms of like
taking a girl seriously, like
family,
with the intention of family,
bro.
Well, like her family or like
her family dynamic. So like how she is with her, let's say she has siblings, how she is with her parents, how she is with cousins, aunties, uncles, because like it's so easy to be like, yeah, I like this girl, let's jump in, let's do this relationship, and then 3 years down the line she's like, yeah, in my family we only adopt. You want kids? You understand? But people be getting into relationships and they only find out these things 1 year in or 2 years in. It's mad to me, but you just need to, you need to, like you said before, you need to vet, bro. You really need to do your research and be like, okay, cool, is this person I'm going to take serious? This person I'm going to...
Values are so important. Because down the line, like you said, if you go into it too quickly, you'll understand, like, you'll get to a point where it's like, oh, damn, she's actually really not someone I want to be with, like, in terms of values, innit? She may be nice looking, you know what I mean? Like, bunda's fat, everything, you know what I'm saying? But she's got to be a headache, you know what I mean?
Not all about looks, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you know what? Me and my other boy, do you know what? We spoke about this the other day, and we were like, do you know what? The older we get, the more we're like, we care less about how a girl looks. Don't get me wrong, like we like what we like, innit?
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
But it's like she ain't gotta be like the baddest girl in the room. Like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's more about like how her mind works and that, you know?
Facts.
Don't get me wrong though. We like
you like seeing something.
You know what I'm saying?
In the morning.
Trust me.
I like to look.
You see when you see your girl walk away, like you're trying to.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying?
Come back.
For real.
Now walk away again.
Literally, it's true, fam. So what's something that you think guys should focus on when talking to girls? Because a lot of guys will be in my DMs and they'll say, how do I talk to her? You know, what do I say? How do I get her to notice me? Etc. etc. Like, in your experience so far, what do you think they should like focus on, like when chatting a girl, trying to chirp her?
Main thing I always tell people: don't fake who you are. Like I really had to sit down and research this. I think it takes average about 3 months before you like navigate and know how a person actually is. So people can fake for 3 months. I think it's like 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
They can fake how they are.
Yeah.
They can fake who they are in person.
Wait, so it takes 3 months to like know someone, like on average, like
in terms of like a relationship dynamic, yeah, you can be with the same person every day, and they can uphold this fake personality for 3 to 6 months.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Do you understand? So you know how I was saying, when let's say, how is she when she gets angry? She's like, she's never angry. Yeah. For the first 3 months or so, 3-4 months, she could never get angry.
I see what you're
saying.
saying.
All of a sudden, you do something 6 months later, and it's boom, the whole world explodes. But obviously, that's built up pressure. You're trying so hard not to be yourself.
Okay.
So with guys, I always tell them, whenever a guy comes up to me, I'm like, bro, I don't have anything special. I'm just myself. If I don't feel like talking, I don't talk. If I feel like being quiet today, I'm gonna be quiet. If I feel like being loud and bubbly, I'm loud and bubbly. Just be you. It'll work. It will work. So, how many billions of people are in this world?
No cap. No cap. No
it
cap.
will work with one person, and all you need is your one person, realistically.
And you know what? Adding on to that, as you say, I think, you know, one guy asked me yesterday, bro, do you have game? I was like, yeah, I got game. But it's like, I told him I found it though, because everyone has their own game. And one of my best friend, like of bro, how many years has it been now since we were 13.
Mm.
He put me on this. He's something that he said to this day. I when it comes to just dating and talking to girls, I still remember it. He was like, bro, don't try and like be like me, because the thing is, out of us two, he was like, girls would always like girls. Fam, I was in this guy's shadow, fam, like Batman and Robin. Do you know what I mean? But like girls would always like gravitate towards him. Girls would always like him. He like girls found me cute, but like girls would really want to like be with him, innit?
Yeah.
And something he told me, he was like, bro, don't try and like talk like me. Don't try and be like me, bro. Find your game. Find your own game. You see what I'm saying?
Facts. That's a real friend right there.
Yeah,
That's a
literally.
real friend
And
right
bro,
there.
honestly, bro, we got stories of when we would actually like go out and like we would like be chatting to girls, and he'll like almost be like my coach in a sense.
Swear.
Do you know what I mean? Cause yeah, I just didn't know, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? When you don't know, like you said, like you do a bit of research, you try and figure it out.
I'm lucky I have an older brother, isn't it? So like my older brother, where he's like 1 year between me, so he'll go out there and make like mad mistakes or whatever, and he'll come back and he'll be like, Rio, don't do this. Rio, do this. Rio, don't do that. And I'm like, bro, I'm not like you. My brother's very like, I don't have to say he's very extroverted. He's very out there now, bubbly. He's with every single person. And you know, me being like someone that's more, at times I can be very like reserved and whatnot.
True. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, don't try and be like me. Don't try and be like the outside girl. Oh my god, I party, I blah blah. Like, if you're not that, do you? Someone will like you for you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly, and I'm the same. I'm more. I have kind of like, I have different rhythms. Like, let's just say throughout the day. Like, I'll probably start off. I'm very like just chill. Like in the morning, I'm just chill, just trying to get some work done, go gym, whatever. For then throughout the day, I get a little bit tired. I'm like, you know, just like doing my own thing, and then my energy kind of comes back like at night. So relating that to kind of dating and stuff, I'm kind of the same. Like, I'll talk when I talk, and then sometimes you'll see me like, hey, yo, let's go club, like let's, do you know what I mean, like let's, do you know what I mean, let's get mashed, literally. And then like the next morning I'll just be like, okay, yeah, I'm just doing my own thing. And like you said, the girls don't like the, what's the word, the conventional type of person that we see. Let's say the person that you think every girl always likes, right?
Yeah.
Not all girls like that type of guy.
Fact.
You see what I'm saying? So like you say, there's girls that like quiet guys. Do you know what I mean? Because to them that's like alpha, or to them that's, oh, like, why is he so mysterious? Like, why is he not talk? Why is he? Do you know what I mean? He's doing his own thing. So it interests them, you know, as you say.